Hey guys, today I want to chat with you about 4 barriers that I see to actually achieving wellness in life. My name is Dr. D. Bonney. I'm the owner and medical director of Alpha Omega Elevation and Wellness. Have you noticed with you and maybe with your friends that there seems to be this shift, this paradigm shift away from wanting a doctor to just prescribe another prescription to alleviate some symptom that you're having, but more that people are wanting to focus on wellness? Like not just masking symptoms and pretending like there's nothing underlying going on, but really wanting to dial in on what it takes to be well in their lives. I want to chat today about 4 barriers that I see occurring in people's lives that are preventing us from maybe getting to that point in wellness that we so desire. The first item, the first barrier to wellness that I see is not really getting to the root cause of what's going on. Don't get me wrong, I think medicine is great at being able to diagnose the constellation of symptoms that you're having. For example, if you have squiggly lines in your vision and then you get nauseous and you get a headache and that headache gets better with laying down in a dark, quiet room, you have a migraine. Okay, but that doesn't really get to the root cause of like, well, what's actually causing that to happen? It's like, here's the medicine, we'll treat the migraine, but for years and decades, sometimes people struggle with this. So I think one of the things that you can do to help in this journey towards wellness is you can, first of all, jump in and do your own research to try to understand the disease that you're facing. But you can also start doing things like keeping a journal of maybe what activity you had or what environment you were in that triggered this symptom, whatever it is. You can also keep a journal of the foods that you eat. You can start paying attention to whether you had processed food or maybe an artificial sweetener that could have triggered some symptoms. So I think that that's the first thing, is really taking a look at the root cause of what's going on and not just putting a label to the symptoms that you're having. Okay, so the second barrier that I see to being able to actually achieve wellness in today's healthcare environment is not having difficult conversations about lifestyle modification. Yeah, there, I said it. It's hard. But I think that if we're still doing things in life that we know are unhealthy, right? If we're smoking, if we're going back for seconds and thirds of dessert, anybody but me, if we're doing these things and we're not having those difficult discussions between physician and patient, we're missing, 80 or 90% of the low-hanging fruit that could help us achieve health and wellness. Am I right? I've heard it said that if you are stepping on a tack, it's going to take a lot of ibuprofen to make that pain go away. The third barrier that I see to actually gaining wellness in our lives is just ignoring the topic of nutrition. The more I learn about health and wellness, the more I understand how critical it is to have proper nutrition, to take in things that our bodies want, that they need, and to stop taking in the things that our bodies individually find harmful, even though they taste so good. I'm on my own wellness journey. I'm eliminating gluten. I'm trying to find the things in my diet that maybe my gut finds as inflammatory, that's keeping me from having the proper micronutrients that I need in order to be well. And so I think that that's part of the discussion that's missing these days, is really kind of glossing over how important it is to begin eliminating the artificial foods, the processed foods, the refined foods, right? And really focusing on eating whole nutritional foods, and then also figuring out what nutrients am I still lacking and what do I need to supplement so that I can achieve that level of wellness that I desire. Okay, so the final and certainly not least barrier that I see to achieving wellness these days is ignoring the importance of soul care. Now, you probably know, you've heard how important it is to have self-care, right? Times that you are just focusing on your own well-being, and that's important. But honestly, I think it goes deeper than that. I think that there are deep spiritual, soul-level issues. We find that peace that we're looking for, it remains elusive. So I think not addressing that part of us, not addressing ourselves as these holistic beings that we are, right? Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, right? We're entire beings. And so leaving any of those unaddressed is going to prevent us from achieving that level of vitality that we know deep inside we want, or at least we hope that we can achieve it. You see, I believe that we are holistic beings, and that any effort to achieve wellness is going to include taking a look at each component of our lives and making sure that we're dialing in on each of those so nothing is left unattended. So basically, sometimes we have to be our own advocate when it comes to our health care and our wellness. So I'm going to encourage you to find a doctor that you can partner with that'll sit down and listen to you, that will understand what your wellness objectives are, and will take that into consideration as he or she develops a plan to help you achieve those. And I think that there's nothing wrong with you doing your own research and just really becoming kind of an expert in your body and figuring out what are you prioritizing? Like what's your focus, and what do you want this healthcare team to do for you to help you achieve what by yourself is going to be really hard, perhaps impossible. So listen, I hope that this helps you. I hope that it blesses you. I hope that you can find a team that you can partner with so that you can kind of navigate your own health and wellness journey.